Welcome back to The Angle, where multidimensional perspectives are revealed. And today, we're diving deep into the stories shaking the world. Trump. Iran gave the US a very big gift related to oil and gas. President Trump made a cryptic statement suggesting that Iran had given the United States a very big gift related to oil and gas, which has led Washington to believe it is negotiating with the right people. They did something really great yesterday. They gave us a gift, and it arrived today. It's a very big gift, worth a lot of money, US President Donald Trump told reporters at the Oval Office on March 24th. To me, that means we are dealing with the right people. The US President added that the gift was very important and related to oil and gas. When asked whether the gift was connected to his demand for reopening the Strait of Hormuz, President Trump replied, "Yes, it's related to oil and the Strait." A big gift from Iran to the US involving oil and the Strait of Hormuz. Either someone just got a really nice fruit basket with a side of crude, or this is the most suspenseful, guess what I got you moment since international diplomacy became a game show. Also, Trump saying, "It means we're dealing with the right people," is the geopolitical equivalent of finally getting a text back after leaving 3 voicemails. See, they do like us. US threatens to unleash devastating strikes on Iran if no deal reached. The White House said the US is still negotiating with Iran and warned that President Trump is prepared to launch powerful attacks if the two sides fail to reach an agreement. Talks are ongoing, as the president said they are yielding positive results, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said on March 25th, dismissing reports that diplomatic efforts between the US and Iran had reached a dead end. Leavitt said it was time for Iran to reach a deal, while affirming that President Donald Trump is approaching key military objectives set by the White House in Operation Shocking Fury. If Iran does not accept the current reality, does not realize that it has been militarily defeated and that this situation will continue, President Trump will make them suffer unprecedented, severe strikes, the White House press secretary continued. The president does not make empty threats and is ready to deliver devastating blows. Iran should not miscalculate again. So let me get this straight. The talks are positive and productive, but also if Iran doesn't agree, they'll get hit with unprecedented, severe strikes. That's not diplomacy. That's someone texting, "We need to talk," while already holding a frying pan. Also, Iran should not miscalculate again is diplomatic code for, "We really hope you don't call our bluff because we've used that line 4 times already." At this point, the only thing being negotiated is who gets to say, "We won," first when everyone eventually sits down at the same table. On March 23rd, President Trump surprised many by announcing that the US was negotiating with Iran to end the conflict that has dragged on for more than 3 weeks. A day later, he made a cryptic statement suggesting that Iran had given the US a very big gift related to oil and gas, and that Washington believes it is dealing with the right people. Meanwhile, Iranian officials have rejected the idea that their country is negotiating with the US. Calling the US claims bluffing, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi reiterated on Iranian state television on March 25th that Tehran has no intention of negotiating. "Our policy right now is to continue resistance," Araghchi said, adding that the US mention of negotiations is actually an admission of Washington's failure. "We want to end the war on our own terms, in a way that ensures this does not happen again." Araghchi confirmed that Tehran only blocks vessels belonging to adversaries from passing through the Strait of Hormuz, and that Iran's armed forces have provided safe corridors through the waterway for ships of friendly nations. So the US says they're having productive talks. Iran says they're not talking at all. Either someone's phone is broken, or the world's most awkward group chat just added a third party called imaginary negotiations. Meanwhile, Iran assures friendly nations they get safe passage, which is nice, unless your definition of friendly happens to be whatever the missile boat captain decides that morning. Safe travels, everyone. Iran claims its missiles targeted USS Abraham Lincoln. Trump says they were shot down. Iran's Navy Qadr cruise missiles, coastal anti-ship missiles, targeted the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier and forced it to change its position. Iran's military announced in a televised statement on March 25th. Meanwhile, Iran's Navy commander, Admiral Shahram Irani, warned that the activities of the enemy aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln are being continuously monitored and will be targeted once it comes within range of Iran's missile systems. US President Donald Trump, however, stated that the missiles were all shot down. So Iran says they forced the carrier to move. The US says they shot down the missiles. Both can't be true, unless the USS Abraham Lincoln just decided to do a little evasive wiggle for fun and the missiles went for a swim. At this point, the only thing everyone agrees on is that something definitely happened. Or maybe nothing happened, but both sides are absolutely winning at telling us about it. When US voters oppose military action in Iran, Trump's disapproval rating hits record high. American voters oppose military actions in Iran, but still hold a positive view of the US military. A Fox News poll conducted from March 20th to 23rd surveyed 1,001 registered voters, randomly selected from a national voter database. The results have a margin of error of plus or minus 3 percentage points. The poll shows that US voters remain divided on the role the country should play on the international stage. Views on military action in Iran also reveal sharp partisan polarization. Record high disapproval of Trump. 64% of surveyed voters disapprove of President Donald Trump's handling of the Iran situation, up from 57% in January. Regarding foreign policy in general, 62% disapprove, rising from 60% last month. Trump's overall job approval stands at 41% approve and 59% disapprove, the highest disapproval rating in both of his terms. Nearly half, 47%, strongly disapprove. Last month, the numbers were 43% approve and 57% disapprove. 1 year ago, the margin was only 2 points, 49% versus 51%. A record high disapproval rating. Now that's an achievement Trump probably won't be printing on campaign merch anytime soon. Also, 64% of voters disapprove of how he's handling Iran. But somehow, the war is still going great and almost finished. At this rate, almost finished might outlast the actual conflict. Fox News running this poll is the equivalent of your biggest fan giving you a lukewarm review. Awkward for everyone, except the people watching from the snack table.